private investigator means two things. You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you'll get out of it. Well, there's not much you can do about it, I guess. Except, like Julie always says...
Walk softly, Peter Troy.
And now, Peter Troy investigates the trouble with Tanya.
Julie, the gal with the signature tune, she's the one who fights the unequal battle to keep me on the straight and narrow path. And you'll meet her again. But in the meantime, there's a blue-eyed, statuesque dame with hair as black as sin that I want to introduce you to. She's a living doll. But you're not going to thank me, because Tanya means trouble.
You'll be up and about in next to no time, George. Next to no time.
I'd like to believe that, Tanya, but it's just that I don't seem to be getting any better.
The doctor said you're just fine. I spoke to him.
That was very considerate of you, my dear.
You're important to me, George.
And you are important to me. You'll find that out one day.
George?
Those tablets on the side there.
These?
Yeah. Give me one, please.
Certainly.
Hurry.
You know, George, I've been wanting to talk to you about your will.
With the tablets.
You're a very rich man, you know.
Oh, Tanya, please. Tanya, unless you give me one of those tablets. What, did you hear me? Why are you looking at me like that? Tanya!
What on earth? Harriet, what's the matter?
It's Mr. Castalia, ma'am.
What's the matter with him?
He's dead.
Dead? Are you sure?
I just wanted to bring him afternoon tea.
Ring for Dr. Townsend, quickly.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Tanya. Yes, Adele? He's dead. I heard it. Was it... Did I kill him? I should imagine it's what everyone will want to know.
George Castalia was dead. The famed multimillionaire impresario was very dead. A man with a stack of enemies and very few friends. The question was, as Tanya, his very attractive ward, had already mentioned, did he die nice and quietly, or was he murdered? If the latter was the case, then it would seem that there could only be one logical suspect.
Tanya Castalia.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. She's in the outer office waiting to see you.
Am I in?
She's tall, raven-haired, and with the biggest pair of blue eyes you've ever seen.
So I'm in.
I rather thought so. Miss Castalia, Mr. Troy will see you now.
Thank you.
Scream if you need anything, Pete.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, don't mention it.
Why don't you sit down, Miss Castalia?
Thank you. You can guess why I'm here, Mr. Troy.
Yeah, well, the newspapers have a story. I was reading it just before you called. Famed impresario's mysterious death. Your father...
My guardian. George Castalia looked after me following the death of my own parents in 1946.
Uh-huh.
The police refused to give out any details about the cause behind my guardian's death.
Well, that's strange. Still, they must have a reason for it.
Yes, they have. I suppose they believe he was murdered. And if that's the case, then I'm the logical suspect.
I see.
You see, it's common knowledge that there was no love lost between George Castalia and myself. On top of that, I'm his next of kin. And as he left no will...
How do you know that?
His solicitor told me.
Oh.
George Castalia didn't like wills. He said they reminded him too much of death. Nevertheless, his estate will come to me. He took out formal adoption papers in 1947.
Okay, so where do I come in, Miss Castalia?
I think it's only a matter of hours before the police arrest me. They'll charge me with his murder, but I didn't kill him.
Well, then surely this...
But I'm the only one who could possibly gain by his death.
Oh.
I want you to prove that I had nothing to do with it, Mr. Troy. Nothing at all.
Well, now, the odds aren't altogether in your favor, are they?
No.
Is there anything else you have to tell me?
No.
Now, think carefully before you answer. I'll take the case, sure, but you better be warned that I only deal in the truth. Now, if you're innocent, you have nothing to fear from it. But if you're guilty...
The truth will hang me.
Exactly. So if you're holding anything back, you'd better spill it out now. I have a horrible habit of ferreting out people's secrets.
Very well, then.
That's better.
I was the last person to see George Castalia alive.
And?
And I need his money. Desperately.
Personally, I think you're out of your head.
Oh, that's nice.
If the police find out Castalia was murdered, then obviously the girl did it.
Obviously.
Well, if you ask me, she as good as confessed to you.
She merely said she was the last to see him alive.
She needed his money.
And there was no love lost between them. You know, come to think of it...
Oh, Pete.
Okay, but why'd you retain my services, honey bun?
It makes a good cover, don't you think?
Yeah, but it also pays a couple of bill collectors, too. And there was nothing phony about that £100 retainer she handed me.
Well, I've got that old feeling again, Peter.
Huh?
Oh, why don't you just stick to insurance claim cases?
Because they don't pay so well.
But you live longer.
Live fast, die young, and have a handsome corpse.
Well, you'd better slow down. Otherwise, you'll be the proud owner of that handsome corpse before you're ready. Oh, that looks like Castalia's house over there on the hill.
There must be a drive around here someplace.
The place looks like a castle.
Look, sweetie, look for a driveway on your side, huh?
Oh, 100 yards further on. I think there are some gates there.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah?
Let's turn back, huh?
Oh, now listen, sweetie.
Oh, this feeling.
We need the dough.
Oh, I don't think it's worth risking your neck for.
Well, here we are.
Gates are closed.
Simple. I'll open them up.
Oh, Pete.
Relax, please, Julie.
I think there's someone watching us, Pete.
It's a free world. Well, the gate's not locked anyway. So let's open it up and drive in.
Mr. Troy,
Huh?
how do you feel now?
Like I've been blown up.
You had a narrow escape.
Hey, I was blown up.
Someone had booby-trapped the gates.
Why aren't I dead?
I don't know, Pete, but I think we ought to say our fond farewells. and
Mr.
get-
Troy.
Who are you?
My name's Adele Lester. I was Mr. Castalia's housekeeper and private secretary.
Hey, where's Miss Castalia?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Miss Lester says that no one's seen Tanya Castalia since she left here yesterday to come up to London.
To see me. But she told us she was coming straight back home.
I'd venture to say that by now she's probably on her way to Europe.
Oh, it skipped.
I think that's what they call it.
Well, the police...
I've told them she's disappeared.
Weren't you a little premature with that assumption?
I don't think so.
Look, Miss Lester, I wonder if you could rustle me up a cup of coffee. My head feels like it's suddenly going to leave my shoulders. Coffee'd have anchor it, I think.
Certainly, Mr. Troy.
Thank you.
Oh, that woman gives me the shivers.
Oh, she's not the sort of girl you take home to meet Mother. Now, listen, as soon as we're settled in, make some inquiries about the place. Down the village, maybe, huh? Find out if anyone's seen Tanya Castalia today. Find out if she did come back.
Pete, what are you getting at?
I very nearly cashed in my chips, remember? Somebody doesn't want me around the place. If Castalia didn't die a natural death,
Then
this...
that someone could be the person responsible for killing him.
Yeah.
And our number one suspect is Tanya Castalia. You think she did come back?
Well, I wouldn't know. You could easily hide an army in this mansion.
Well, I had the horrible feeling there was someone watching us back.
Now I have the feeling we're still being watched.
Oh,
The
Peter.
door over there, look.
Relax, Troy, and put that gun away.
Inspector Caswell.
Didn't they tell you I was investigating this case?
If I'd known that,
You down here by invitation?
Yeah, and you know it.
And trouble with you, Troy, is that you won't take any hints, will you?
You know about the little mishap I had at the main gate?
Yes, I do.
Well, I could have been killed.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no?
It was a nasty explosion, but there wasn't enough power behind it to kill anyone. Evidently, it was designed to scare you.
Well, in that, it succeeded.
You know, you ought to take the hint.
I was paid a retainer by a client.
Ah, yes. Miss Tanya Castalia.
Oh, you're a mine of information, aren't you, Inspector?
Well, now, you can hand the lady her money back.
That'd be rather like asking Peter to part with his right arm.
She retained me to clear her of...
Of what?
The murder.
What murder?
Oh, for heaven's sake, George Castalia's.
Mr. George Castalia died naturally, Troy. He suffered a heart attack. His doctors have been expecting it for some time.
Well, I'll be...
And you can tell your client to come out of hiding now. As there's been no murder, there can't possibly be any suspects. Can there?
I wasn't going to leave the Castalia household, no matter what the inspector would have me believe, until a couple of very important questions were answered to my complete satisfaction. Now, firstly, if there was no murder, then why had somebody gone to all the trouble of booby-trapping the gate? Secondly, if George Castalia had died naturally, what was Inspector Caswell still doing at the scene? Now, I think maybe the delectable Tanya could have answered the questions if she'd been there. But she was another query. Where the devil had she gotten herself to?
No murder, no suspects. No sense in your hanging around the place, Troy.
You're just a little bit too eager to get rid of me, Inspector.
Oh, no, I just think you're wasting your time, that's all.
Inspector, if you aren't a staunch upholder of the law, I'd be inclined to believe that maybe you had something to do with that firework display at the main gates.
Oh, dear, you have a suspicious mind.
Yeah, well, whilst we're on the subject of suspicious minds, would you like to tell me why you're still here?
No.
You're so cooperative.
Personally, I think we should take the inspector's advice and go home.
Oh, I couldn't do that, Julie. Wouldn't be ethical. No, I have to find my client and return her money to her. Incidentally, Inspector, is my client the only person who gains by Castalia's death?
Well, he had enemies. I suppose technically they all gained by his death.
Yeah, but specifically, though.
Your client.
And?
Castalia's secretary.
Ah. Something in a will, perhaps?
Yes.
Now, that's strange. Tanya led me to believe there was no will.
Really? Then she was under a misapprehension.
She ought to be told.
Oh, she will be, when we find her.
Oh, she's not in the house. We've searched.
The grounds?
No, not yet.
Well, then you won't have any objection if we have a look around?
No?
Oh, and one last thing.
Oh, yes, Troy.
The mysterious will. Where's it now?
I'm afraid I can't answer that.
Why not?
Because its whereabouts is a bit of a mystery. No one quite knows where it is.
Or if there really is one, I'll bet.
Just exactly what are you looking for, Pete?
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not that booby trap was meant for me.
Huh?
Yep. Here's the gimmick. You pull back the gates to a certain distance, and that pulls this wire, which leads to what used to be a detonator and charge. And Caswell was right. It's only meant to scare me or somebody.
Well, I'd settle for Adele Lester as being responsible for the little surprise packet.
Oh, you could be right. Hello, what do we hear?
What are you staring at?
Look, through those trees. Caught the reflection of the sun on glass. Window pane, maybe. Now, I think there's a little house or something tucked away in there. And let's go and have a look-see, huh?
Oh, Pete.
I know. You're getting that old feeling again. Hey, there's an old path here. Hasn't been used in ages. It's overgrown.
Oh, you're right. It is a house or a lodge. And it looks deserted.
Looks, my pet, can be deceiving.
Oh, in this case, I hope they're not. Well, do we knock?
No, I don't think it's necessary. Just stand back, sweetie. I'm going to kick in the door. Here we are.
After you.
It doesn't seem like there's anybody in residence.
Pete?
Huh?
There's something wrong.
Oh, now listen,
No,
sweetie.
this isn't intuition. This is fact.
Huh?
Well, there's not enough dust around. And when you kicked in that door, it didn't creak.
Hey, you know something, Julie? You're right.
So let's get out.
Now, wait a minute. Julie, you go back up to the house, find Caswell, and ask him to lend you a torch.
Oh,
now,
but
go on.
Oh, you're the boss.
Julie? Julie, is that you? Did you close the front door? Okay. Who is it? Come on now, no games. I know there's somebody there.
Is he...
No, he's not dead.
Oh, you can't do anything, right, can you?
The bullet creased his skull. He's out to it.
All right, then finish the job.
I can't risk another shot. They could hear it up the house.
Well, then what?
The well. Push him down there, and that'll be an end to him.
Well, hurry, then. Let's get the snooper out of the way. For good.
Lodge house?
Yes, we found it near the main gates. It's hidden from the drive.
That place is empty.
Well, Pete doesn't think it is now. He wants to borrow a torch.
Crazy interfering fool.
Oh, Inspector, please.
Oh, all right, but I'm coming with you.
Well, let's hurry.
Oh, come on, then.
Oh, you're taking the long way round. Here, follow me. There's a path back this way. It's the one Mr. Castalia used to use.
Castalia used?
Yes. The lodge house used to be his hideaway. He made the place into a study.
Well, then that explains the door that didn't creak and the lack of dust around the place.
He used it right up until the time of his death.
Who knows about the lodge house?
Well, I knew about it, and Tanya most certainly did.
What was that?
Sounded like a splash.
The old well.
What old well?
There's a disused well over beside the lodge house. It's very deep.
Yes, and it sounds as though Troy's fallen down into it.
They'll never find his body down there.
Vince, I thought I heard someone coming.
Your imagination's working overtime. Come on, let's get back to work.
I don't think we're ever going to find it, Vince. I don't think there is a will.
Oh, of course there is. I witnessed it, remember? It has to be around here somewhere. It has to be destroyed.
But he always said he disapproved of wills. He said they were morbid.
Then he changed his mind. After he learned about your many gambling debts, my love. He didn't want Adele to be left out in the cold. He wanted her provided for.
With 3/4 of the estate.
She worked for him a long time, you know. Oh, that darn thing must be hidden in here somewhere. Why he refused to keep it at our office, I'll never know.
Perhaps because he didn't trust her.
Hold it.
Try!
Now, lady, when next you want to terminate a private investigator's services, find some other way of doing it, will you? Oh, and incidentally, drop that gun, mister. I'll guarantee I can empty this revolver of mine while you're still thinking about pulling the trigger of yours. Now, that's better.
How did you get out of that well?
Just relax. It'll be my secret for the time being. You, I take it, would be Tanya's ever-loving boyfriend.
What?
Oh, don't look so surprised. I knew there had to be a man tied up in this case somewhere. I'll tell you something else, too. You're ex-Royal Engineers.
You're guessing.
A pretty good guess, huh? How did I know? I was in Korea, Buster. I've seen booby traps before. The one you rigged to the gates was a pretty professional sort of job. As professional as George Castalia's murder.
I shouldn't do that.
Perhaps not. But it was a murder, wasn't it?
Would you shoot a woman, Mr. Troy?
What's that got to do with it?
Just this. I'm standing right in front of you, and Vince is going to pick up his gun. Now, if you want to stop him, you'll have to shoot me.
Get out of the way.
Too late, Troy.
Get him, Vince!
Not on your life, Tanya. I'm getting out.
Lady, you've been
He
ditched.
can't get away with this.
He just did, and you're left holding the bag.
Well, they can't prove anything.
I've got him, Sergeant.
Well, it would seem that your boyfriend's just run into some trouble. Oh, I did forget to tell you. It was Inspector Caswell who pulled me out of that deep well.
I'm sorry, Miss Castalia, but Mr. Eldridge is dead. We had no option. He tried to shoot it out.
He double-crossed me.
By running out on you.
Did he say anything before he died?
No?
But I think you ought to do some talking.
About what?
About how you murdered George Castalia.
He died of a heart attack.
True. But he needn't have done.
You know, he could have survived it if he'd been given one of his tablets.
And you were the last person to see him alive.
All right, so he had the heart attack whilst I was there, but I couldn't help him. I didn't know where the tablets were.
They were on the table beside his bed.
I didn't see them.
Oh, you saw them all right, and you picked them up. Your fingerprints are on the bottle.
No.
Seems to me you deliberately held them back from him.
You can't prove anything.
Well, maybe. But a judge and jury will think differently.
It wasn't my idea.
Was it Eldridge's?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Sergeant, open the door and let him in.
Let who in?
Me, Tanya.
But they said you were dead.
An unethical lie, but it seems to have done the trick.
All right, but it was still his idea. He was George Castalio's lawyer. He knew about the will, but he didn't know where to find it.
If he had come to me, I could have told him where it was.
You mean to say he didn't hide it?
Well, he didn't hide it down in the lodge house anywhere.
Tanya, you said you were sure it was there.
It was under his pillow. You were within a foot of it when you were upstairs with him, Tanya.
Oh, my. You made a lot of mistakes, didn't you, Miss Castalia?
Yes, and the biggest was bringing Troy in on the case.
Yes, why did you do that?
Oh, that's easy, sweetie. She thought if the police discovered it was murder, then they looked to her as the logical suspect. She knew the will stipulated that 3/4 of the estate was to go to Miss Adele Lester. She knew that I'd find out about that will eventually, thereby giving the police another suspect.
Then why try and scare you off?
Because we made no official statement about Castalio's death. But we put the rumor around that we were sure he died of natural causes.
And then, of course, Tanya was scared that I'd snoop around until I found out the truth.
And you always seem to make one mistake, don't you?
I do?
Mm-hmm. You never seem to remember to walk softly, Peter Troy.
So Tanya and her boyfriend, Vincent Eldridge, had searched the lodge house for nothing. Their carefully laid and almost perfect murder plan came unstuck. Oh, I didn't refund a retainer to her. I figure she doesn't need money where she's going. Board and lodgings are on the house. But I did get a nice, handsome check from Adele Lester after that missing will was read. She thought I needed some compensation from the ducking I got down that well. And as Julie says, 50 pounds buys an awful lot of aspirin.
Being a private investigator means two things. You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you can get out of it. So there's not much you can do about it, I guess. Except, like Julie always says,
walk softly, Peter Troy.
And now, Peter Troy investigates The Wistful Witch. Julie, the gal with the warning, plays the role of secretary, coffee maker, and general all-round girl Friday in my office. And you'll meet her again. But right now, I want to introduce you to a very gifted woman. And just to keep the record straight, a very beautiful one, too. Tall and slim, with golden hair, the color of the sun shining on Lake Superior. The Canadian half, of course. Yes, Gilda's a dream. And when she dances, Marga Fontaine, Moira Shearer, and Anna Pavlova become mere shadows. Okay, so I'm no highbrow. Beautiful, Gilda, beautiful. Boy, when you give him those old bumps and grinds.
Harry speaks to the band leader when we play some music again.
Yeah, I'll tell him, Gilda. Hello, Gilda.
What are you doing here?
Well, as I thought we were having dinner together after you'd finished.
Who said anything about dinner?
Well, I understood.
I told the doorkeeper not to let you backstage anymore.
Well, he tried to stop me.
Would you mind getting out of here? I've got a change to make.
Gilda.
You're always hanging around. You make me sick.
Don't say that.
I'll say what I please. You can't take a hint, can you? You bore me. You know that? You bore me.
You're going to be sorry you said that, Gilda. You're going to be very sorry.
Oh, don't threaten me, you aging Casanova. You don't scare me one little bit.
Go on, Gilda, you're on. That's your cue music. Gilda, what's the matter? Oh, Gilda, for Pete's sake. Gilda? Hey, Jerry, get him to put the substitute act on. Gilda's vanished. She's just plain vanished. Gilda Gourdet, exotic dancer supreme, is not the wistful witch referred to in the title of this saga. The letter showed up in my office the next day. Her name was Linda Gifford. She wore glasses, and her hair was drawn back into a tight schoolmarmish bun. But she was young, and under her rather severe exterior, I could make out a lot of charm and beauty. And one thing she couldn't disguise, even though she wore a shapeless tweed suit, was the perfection of her figure, nor the slim elegance of her legs.
What are you staring at, Mr. Troy?
You, Miss Gifford, you're something of an enigma.
I came here to discuss my sister Gilda, Mr. Troy.
Oh, yes, of course. Miss Gilda Gourdet.
Gilda Gifford. Gourdet is her stage name.
Uh-huh.
Gilda's disappeared, and I want her found.
Miss Gifford, the police offer an excellent service for the recovery of straying cats, dogs, and sisters.
I'm aware of that.
Well, then...
But I don't want the police brought into this.
Why not?
For personal reasons.
Oh, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to take on this case, I'm going to have to know those reasons and a whole lot more besides.
Oh,
Otherwise...
You have so much conscience, then.
No, it's not a question of conscience, Miss Gifford. It's a question of a little thing called a Metropolitan Police License to Operate. All investigators have to have them.
I see.
Yes, we step out of line, and they take a great delight in revoking it.
Oh, very well, then.
Well, that's better.
Gilda vanished last night from the theater. She was playing at the New Gaiety.
Paris Brevities of 1962. Yeah, I've seen the show. It's very nice. Bachelor affair, of course.
She
but...
disappeared halfway through the show. They had to put on a substitute act in the second half.
But the customers are furious.
She didn't leave by the stage door. The doorkeeper was there all the time. And she didn't change into her street clothes.
So? She's floating around somewhere in spangles and tights. It shouldn't make her too difficult to find.
There are complications.
Oh, I thought there might be.
Gilda and I, though we were sisters, were very different. I've never approved of her stage career. Nor of the company she keeps. She's frequently seen with a man called Max Ellerton. You've heard of him?
Oh, very unpleasant gentleman. Racketeer.
Somehow I have the feeling that he's responsible for her disappearance.
Well, I tell you, anyone crosses Max, they're very liable to disappear.
I've never been able to understand Gilda. She could virtually have her choice of men. For instance, there's Charles Lanford.
Lord Lanford, sir?
A wonderful man. Oh, a little older than Gilda, of course, but rich and charming and influential.
But she's not at all interested in him.
No. She seems to prefer the riffraff.
Yeah. Tell me, did she have any visitors last night?
According to the doorkeeper, just one, Charles Lanford. But he was only with her for about 5 minutes. And he left.
Was there any other way into the place apart from the stage door?
No.
Nobody saw her leave?
No.
Oh, we have problems, don't we? Has she ever done this before?
No.
All right, Miss Gifford. Now, what else have you got to tell me about Gilda? And I want a full rundown, please, because I'm going to be very annoyed if I eventually discover that you've left anything out. Yes. Well, she's left me in the very devil of a pickle, Mr. Troy. Running out in the middle of the show like that.
There's been no sight nor sound of her since.
Nothing. And she has a contract here.
The policeman informed you?
Well, no.
Why not?
Well, she's only been missing for 24 hours.
Look, a valuable star disappears. You don't even tell the cop on the beat about it?
We had instructions not to.
Who from?
Miss Gifford. Oh, I see. Well, she's her sister.
Can I have a look at Gilda's dressing room?
Certainly. It's right behind you.
Has it been touched?
Not to the best of my knowledge, Mr. Troy.
Oh. Hello there. Who are you?
I could ask you the same question.
Troy. Peter Troy.
One of Gilda's boyfriends?
No such luck. Private investigator.
Oh.
I didn't catch your name.
Patsy Corrigan. Third from the left and second row at the course.
Oh, yes, indeed. A lady with the lovely knees.
Nice of you to notice.
Are you using this dressing room, Patsy?
No.
Oh. You looking for something?
I lent Gilda some makeup.
And you came to get it back?
Yes.
Well, the looks of things, you didn't find it. You gave the place a pretty thorough going over, then.
I've run out and the stuff costs money.
Money? Patsy, I guess £5 would buy an awful lot of makeup, huh?
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Troy.
£5, all you have to do to earn it is to do a little talking.
About what?
About Gilda.
Oh,
And Charles Lownford and Max Ellerton.
Oh.
Not interested?
£5.
6. Oh, we're living in an era of fast inflation.
Gilda was in trouble.
What sort of trouble?
Police trouble.
Well, go on.
That's all.
Not much value for £6, Patsy.
Well, maybe it wasn't police trouble. Look, I don't know, Mr. Troy.
Oh, come now. You're not trying, Patsy. Now, I feel sure...
Max!
Patsy, that tongue of yours is going to get you into a whole lot of strife.
I didn't tell him anything.
You said Gilda was in trouble.
I was stringing him along, playing for time. Is he dead?
Probably. Did you find it?
No. Look, I searched everywhere, Max. Let's get out of here. They'll have heard the shot and...
Not with all that racket going on out there.
But someone must know he's here and about...
Troy!
Max.
Come on, follow me. This way.
He's not... Oh, Inspector Pete.
No, the bullet's creased his skull. He's getting in the very devil of a headache. But he'll live.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I told you. You there.
Yes, sir.
You have any authority around here?
I'm a stage manager.
Yes, well, tell those people to get out of here and close the door behind them, will you?
All right, kids, you heard the inspector.
And you stay here.
Oh,
Pete, can you hear me?
What in tarnation?
You very nearly cashed in your chips this time, Troy.
Don't I know it?
Okay, what happened?
I was talking to this chorus girl. In the line of duty, Julie. She was in here searching for something. And whilst I was talking to her, she kept on looking over my shoulder. Oh, I didn't take any notice. Ooh, I should have done. I heard the gun go off right behind me, and... Oh, all right, then the whole world exploded in my head.
There was someone else in here?
Well, there must have been.
And you didn't see them?
If I'd seen them, I'd have ducked, believe me.
Well, take it easy, Pete.
Hey, you there.
Oh, yes, Inspector?
Any other entrance to this dressing room? Any other door?
Not to the best of my knowledge, Inspector.
Oh. Perhaps your mystery gunman was hiding in the wardrobe over there, Troy.
The wardrobe was open. There was no one in there.
Troy.
When I walked into this room, the place was empty, except for the girl. Hey, just a minute. What are you doing here anyway, Inspector?
I called him, Pete.
Huh?
Well, the stage manager came in and found you sprawled out on the floor. He rang through to the office, and the answering service gave him my number. He told me you'd been shot.
Oh.
I called Inspector Castle immediately.
You didn't think about calling the police direct, mister?
Well, no,
You know, it seems there's more than one person just a little shy of the police in this case.
I had the theater's reputation to consider.
Oh, great. Look, just one more thing. Do me a favor and go and find a Corey named Patsy Colligan.
But I just told the inspector.
Tell him what?
She's another one that's disappeared, Troy. No one's seen hide or hair of her since you came backstage. Like Gilda Gorday, she's vanished.
Two missing showgirls, a bullet that came within a millimeter of putting my lights out, and a wistful-looking woman who wore tweeds and sensible shoes. These were the main ingredients of this crazy case to date. Plus, of course, the puzzle of how that gunman got into the dressing room in the first place. Julie and Inspector Caswell had arrived on the scene just about the time I was coming to. The inspector gave me that old-fashioned look when I told him that there was only Patsy Culligan in the dressing room when I entered. But he decided to humor me. He left the dressing room, went with the stage manager to the telephone to call some specialists from Scotland Yard to search the place.
Pete, maybe the bullet came through the window.
The gun was fired in this room, and from right behind me.
But how could
Look,
that
help
be?
me get in the feet, Julie. I want to give this place a quick once-over before Caswell gets back with his boys. Ooh, my head.
Well, I think you should go home and rest.
Later. I don't like puzzles, honey bun, and this is a Lulu.
Well, the police will
Now,
find
that
it.
gunman had to get into the room from somewhere behind me. I was standing about here. Patsy was right in front of me. Now, let's have a look around.
Now, the wardrobe.
Empty. The door was open. Hey, that basket over there in the corner. That's big enough for a man to hide in, wouldn't you say?
Oh, Pete, maybe he was hiding in there, but no one saw him or the girl leave this dressing room.
You're right. Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Now, that's interesting.
Oh, what is it?
Now, look, clearing down there.
Green spangle.
Yeah. And Patsy Culligan was wearing a costume covered in green spangles.
Oh, listen, Pete. If she got in there with the gunman, it'd be a bit of a tight squeeze, wouldn't it?
Maybe. There's something cockeyed here. Now, just supposing this basket had a false bottom, honey bun. Here we are. See what I mean?
A trapdoor.
Well, of course, it's the only answer. I was a dope not to think about it before. It's a variety theater. Well, you know, disappearing acts and all that.
Oh, Pete, you're not going down there.
Well, I'm just going to have a look-see.
Oh, well, I'm coming too.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, all right. Take it carefully.
Uh-huh.
Now, you stay close. There's very little light down here.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Also use these passages as emergency fire exits from the stage. In the old days, you had to have them to conform with fire regulations.
It's eerie, isn't it?
Sure is. And let's get some light in the subject.
Yeah.
That's better.
Oh, Pete, there's a switch over on that wall beside you.
I'll do that again.
Oh, I hate this place.
Oh, there we are.
Oh!
What the?
There's in the corner a body.
There we are, honey bun.
Pete, who is it?
Third from the left, second row of the chorus. Patsy Culligan.
The way Inspector Caswell carried on, you'd think we were responsible for the poor girl's death.
He always did have a nasty, suspicious mind.
Well, what happens now, Pete?
Right this very minute? We wait, honey bun.
For what?
You mean for who? I want to have a chat to that stage manager. What's his name?
Oh, Keaton.
Yeah. Should be out in a minute.
You think he knows something?
He knows more than he's told. That's all the police. Good night, Joe. Make sure you lock up after the police leave. Get in the car. Keaton, what? Get into the car.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Do as you're told. I'm not a policeman, Keaton. I don't have to be careful how I treat suspects. Suspects? Come on, in the back seat. Yeah. All right, Julie. Drive around the block a couple of times.
I protest.
Now, listen, Buster. I got a splitting headache and my temper's a little frayed, to say the least. You're going to do some talking. You're not going to stop till I've heard enough.
Look, I told the police everything I know.
No, you didn't.
But, Mr.
You're the stage manager of that theater, right? You'd know the place inside out. You know about that trap door, the entrance to it through the wicker basket. There was no mystery to you how Gilda disappeared.
Well,
You've known all about the vanishing gunman, too. But you kept your mouth shut. Oh, I want to know why. And I tell you, if I don't get my answers, Keaton, I'm going to tell Julie to step on the accelerator, and then when the speedometer reaches around about 50, I'm going to open this door and kick you out. Now, you talk.
Well, all right. Well, the whole business is a mess, and I don't know all the answers.
Well, do your best.
Well, yes, I did know about that trapdoor, but I didn't dare tell the police. You see, Max Ellison's mixed up in all this.
Well, keep going. You haven't told me anything I don't know yet.
Patsy Colligan used to be his girlfriend.
What about Gilda Corday?
Oh, yes, it was before Gilda came onto the scene. But the whole trouble was, well, Gilda's married.
Married?
To whom?
Charles Lanford.
Huh?
Well, that's right. It's a very closely guarded secret.
Max Ellerton know about this?
Yes. Didn't seem to worry him. But then the marriage seemed to go on the rocks. Gilda's a volatile girl, and Lanford's a bit of an old stick in the mud.
Why was there all this secrecy about the marriage?
Because of Lord Lanford. He threatened to cut Charles out of his will if he married Gilda. He didn't approve of showgirls.
Slowly but surely things are beginning to add up.
Anyway, Gilda left orders with the stage doorkeeper not to let Charles in. And for some reason, that made Max Ellerton angry.
Lord Lansford's dead now, isn't he?
He died last week. His son inherited the Lanford fortune.
Have you got any idea what Patsy was looking for in Gilda's dressing room this evening?
I don't know. But I could hazard a guess. I'd say it was Gilda's marriage line.
What, she knew Gilda was married too?
Yes. And she was really sore at being dissed by Max. Now, if she could have got those marriage lines...
She could use them as a lever to pry Max away from Gilda.
Yeah, something like that.
Tell me, where does Max Ellerton hang out, Keaton?
What? Oh, now, listen.
Step on the gas pedal, Julie.
Right.
Well,
Where does he hang out, Keaton?
Look, if I was to tell you that, Max would kill me. What? All right, I'll tell you. He's got a hideaway in Shoreditch.
The address?
Off Shoreditch High Street. 23 Ebor Street.
Okay, slow down, Julie. Stop anywhere around here.
Troy, listen.
Quiet. Okay, out. Come on, out.
All right. But Troy, don't tell Max I gave out his address. For the love of mercy, don't tell him.
Where's you now, Pete?
To 23 Ebor Street, Shoreditch.
You're out of your mind, Linda. I don't know where Gilda is.
You're a poor liar, Max.
You think I'd double-cross you?
I know you would. But you'll only do it this once.
Linda, put that gun away.
Where's Gilda? Answer me, Max. I'm not afraid to pull this trigger, and you know it.
Okay, relax. Gilda's safe. She's at my place in Maidstone. Took her there the night before last.
Why?
Because she was backing out of the deal, Linda, that's why.
She was married to Lanford.
Oh, yes, but that wasn't going to last much longer. She'd already separated from him, and she'd lodged divorce papers with a lawyer. She wasn't going to go through with it.
Oh, the little fool. After all our careful planning.
She knew that as soon as Lord Lanford died, we were going to fix Charles.
We could have done it any time now.
And the Lanford fortune would have come straight to her as his next of kin.
£750,000.
Yeah, but she didn't like the idea of us killing him. So I had to grab her before she went through with the divorce.
For the marriage line.
If I couldn't find them. And I caught Patsy Colligan hunting for them, too. Patsy would have done the gaff, Linda.
All right.
Yes, and I've got a bone to pick with you. What was the idea of putting that private eye on the trail?
I wanted to know where you'd taken Gilda. He's got a reputation for hunting down missing people.
Yes, and he would have hunted me down in the process. I ought to...
You're right about that, Max.
What's it?
Now, don't reach for a gun, Max. Like Linda, I've got no compunction about pulling the trigger on this one. And whilst we're about it, I'd feel a whole lot better if you dropped that cute little automatic, Linda. Yeah, that's better.
He heard everything.
Yeah, that's right. I found nobody at home, Max. I let myself in. I've got one of the most comprehensive sets of skeleton keys in London.
Troy.
I told you I'd discover if you left anything out, Linda.
Troy, I'll make a deal with you.
I'd sooner make a deal with a death adder, Miss Gifford. Tell me, did you introduce your sister to Lanford? Oh, I guess you did. Remember I said you were an enigma? What happened to the tweeds and the sensible shoes, Linda? You know what made me think twice about you?
What?
Spectacles, mousy hairdo, cotton stockings, no makeup. Yet you were wearing an expensive perfume called Exotique. Now, that was the enigma. It's a very glamorous perfume. Doesn't go with tweeds.
Troy, you'll never get out of here alive. This is my territory.
Oh, and just for the record, Linda, Max was pulling the old double-cross. Gilda's not down in Maidstone. She's bound and gagged in the next room.
Why, you...
Troy, that'll be my friend.
Sorry to disillusion you, old man, but that'll be the police. Sent my secretary for him about 15 minutes ago. Okay, Julie, bring in the boys.
All right, Alden. This is it. The house is surrounded. Don't try anything.
You see, Max?
Are you all right?
Well, that's right.
Sure, I'm all right.
Oh, you had me worried, Steve.
Oh, that's nice. I like you to worry, honey bun.
But I wouldn't worry half so much if you just walk softly, Peter Troy.
The scheme was relatively simple when brought down to its bare essentials. Linda Gifford introduced her sister to Charles Launford, heir to the Launford fortune. And the firm went fell for Gilda hook, line, and sinker, as Linda knew he would. And that made Gilda next in line for the Launford thousands, once the old man died, which he did of natural causes. As for Charles, he was marked down for murder, and that's why Linda called in a thug like Max Ellerton. He would have been the one to plan Charles' sudden demise. But then Gilda got a fit of conscience, and Max tried to double-cross. Linda got worried and called me in. But all I was supposed to do was to locate Gilda, nothing more. However, when you buy service from the Troy agency, we got a whole hog. You know, I won't forget Linda. She had a wistful smile, but cold, cold eyes, as I remember.